What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go through how I prepare a CGC form for books that are going to be shipped to CGC. It's been something that a couple of my followers have requested, and I wanted to show you how I do it. A few little tips that I use, things to make it a little smoother and also a little more affordable. So let's take a look at this right here, right now. All right. So this is my CGC form. What I'm going to do is hit select, go to comics, and then you're going to get the options for mail into headquarters, which is what we're going to do. But you also have show drop off and private signings. I'm going to go to grading, which is what I want. But you also have the ability, as you saw, to go to pressing, crossover, regrade, reholdering, restoration removal with CCS, a quick press with CCS, and restoration. So I'm going to go grading, and then we'll go to next. Right? And over here, now you're going to have the ability to type in your title and the information. So let's go with Amazing Spider-Man. Let's make it something simple. Let's go with a modern book, right? So right here, you're going to pick who the publisher was for the book. Once we go to Marvel Comics, we will go to select, and let's make this 252, the black costume. Over here, you'll select the date that it came out. So that book is from 5/84. If you're unsure, there are different ways. Go online, look it up. You could always turn the first page into the book. First printed page will have the year that the book and the month that the book was published. We'll put that there. And then is it a variant? It is not, but there is a Canadian price variant. If that was it, you would click that tab right there. Country of producers in the United States, and then we're going to declare a value. So if to declare value, it's to enter your best estimate of your collectibles fair market value. This will be used to ensure your collectible at CGC's facility. So that's why some people take shortcuts and don't insure their books for the full value because then they pay more for insurance. For me personally, I don't think it's worth the risk. So let's say this book is worth $150. So if the book gets damaged, that's all it's going to be covered for. So I want my books to be covered for the full max, and I'll also show you why also. The other thing is quantity of books. So let's say for just giggles here that it's 5 copies, all right? So we're going to go to next, and now this book is a modern tier. So any book 1975 to present valued at $200 or less is considered a modern book. All right, the value tier is any book valued at 200 or less pre-1975. Now, the other thing I wanted to speak about here is, although this says 17, the usual fee, if you do not have you have a free subscription, it's $20. And then you have different tier systems for CGC on what your payment is. And this is the higher end one. So I get $17 is what I pay for each book that I send out. So I'll click on there, and this also affords me the ability to fast track my books. Now for an additional $8.50 under the tier I'm in, I can fast track any book that I send there. Right now, with the way return times are, if I'm sending anything value or economy or standard, I'm usually fast tracking them. All right, it's worth the $8.50. But if it's not, then you go just and wait the time frame. All right, so let's add them to the cart. We add these books to the cart. All right, and we're going to view our cart. So right now we're at $85 for 5 books. Let's go to checkout. All right, and now here we go, and we have our shipping options. So our shipping options are going to be Federal Express, which is 22, UPS, which is 22, and United States Postal Service, which is 40. The difference is United States Postal Service is registered and insured for the value of whatever you put the books on in this submission form. So that's what CGC is going to value the books at. Another reason why I do it, because registered mail is 100% insured, whereas UPS and FedEx will only insure the books up to $100 unless you have your own insurance. So if you have your own insurance for it, or you have a company or something like that, different. If you don't, this is my suggestion, but I offer whichever service my customers like. Some people don't feel that their mailman at their area, they don't get their mail properly, but they get it better with UPS. They feel more comfortable, or at a UPS drop-off station. It all depends on how you want to receive your mail. And this is what your bill is going to come out to. So we've got 5 books costing you $85. And you've got a $5 fee for handling, which is preparing this form, and the shipping was $40. So you got a grand total of $130. All right. This does not include pressing of your books. This does not include shipping your books to CGC. So those are all important things that you need to factor in. But let me just show you a little something else. So we're going to go back now. All right. Let's say that you only sent in 1 book, right? All right, so where your shipping was $40 before, now your shipping is $32, right? So that's an $8 difference in 1 book, right? But watch this. If you go back, so $8 for 4 book difference, right? We'll go back to the submission form. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, right here, right? Let's just edit this and make it 2 books, right? And if we go through it again, now we're talking $34. So it added $2 per book, right? So so it'll go 34, 36, 38. So for every book that you add on here, it's just an additional $2. So I would not be sending 1 or 2 books. I usually try and send in a group of 5 minimum. I usually 5 to 10 books. It helps me with shipping. So, just a tip that I picked up along the way. Paying $32 for 1 book, and every time you send another book, it offsets that cost just that much more. So if you're sending 1 book at $32, it's costing you $32 to ship. But if you send 5 books at $40, it's costing you $8 a book to ship, if that makes sense. We'll go there, prepare the invoice, and then everything will be, ready to ship. You'll just click on the application and agrees, submit, and there will be your information there, and your order form will be sent. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and we'll create another submission just to do this, is this sending books from different tiers. What happens when you send books in from different tiers? Basically, what's going to happen is this. Let's go here. Let's do this quickly. And again, we'll just do Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel, and we'll stick with the 252. Select here and go 584, and we'll give it the $150 value, right? Go to next. That's a modern, and we'll add it. Now let's add a book from a different tier, and I want to show you why. We'll do the same thing. Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Comics, right? And let's select a Silver Age book. So let's go 101, which is a totally different book, So that's first Morbius. The book is printed in 1971, and we're going to give this book a $400 value. That puts us in another tier system. So at this point now, it's going to be an economy tier, and the book has to be $400 or less. So we're going to click on that, add it to the tier, right? And let's go and view our cart. Here's where it gets tricky. All right. Because what you don't realize if you haven't done this before is that when you check it out and you go to your shipping, shipping is a lot higher. And the reason that the shipping is a lot higher, so shipping is a lot higher because CGC is charging you shipping for each individual tier. So although you send these books together, they will be shipped separately because they are in different tier systems, and you'll be paying 2 shipping fees. So, you know, I don't care to sometimes do that. But just a few little tips there. Me personally, I would send, if you're only sending, a minimal amount of books, try and send at least 5 books together. And the other thing is, know that if you're going to send multiple tiers, you're going to get charged the additional shipping fees. And if you're sending 5 at a time, maybe you try and send 5 of your modern books together, 5 of your value books. Know what tier system and price range you're going to be in the books, and send it in with those tier systems, and you'll save a little money on the shipping. Again, remember, this does not factor in your pressing cost, which can run you approximately about, let's say, modern's $10 a book, so another $50 there. And your shipping to CGC, which can cost you anywhere from $15 if you're sending it in a priority medium box, and that's without insurance, up to whatever the insurance costs you put on there. So there are these additional kind of hidden fees that you do not realize until you start doing these things. So, end of this video. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope this was informative. And comments, questions, concerns, just hit me up. I love the comments, and let me know if you like this type of video.